12:45. Candy, if we can have a roll, please.
Kirschling.
Here.
Rozak. Here. Dingle.
Here.
Center.
Here. And Commissioner Jason will be here when he gets here. All right, number 2, discussion with possible action on moving forward with hiring a new assistant chief of EMS position within the Stevens Point Fire Department. Chief?
Yes. So we have offered a conditional offer of employment out to Anthony Lucchini for the position of Assistant Chief of EMS with the Stevens Point Fire Department. Pending the completion and the passing of the hiring requirements of the department and the city, we would like to start him November 3rd in our next academy. Anthony Lucchini comes to us with experience on all ends. He was a line firefighter paramedic with the city of Marshfield. He understands what it takes to be a firefighter paramedic out there on the line. He also has experience in other departments, Waushara County, and then he has also got experience in EM as well. Emergency management, which, as all of you know, the fire department just recently, or in the last few years, has taken emergency management for the city under the fire department as well. He also has managerial experience as a EMS chief. He is currently the deputy chief of the Village of Plover Fire Department and is responsible for running their EMS program. So with the passing of all the requirements of the department and the city, I would like to have the permission from the Police and Fire Commission to onboard him starting November 3rd in our next academy, which starts.
Does anybody have any questions? I will say I was invited to be on the panel for the interview process, and Anthony is a good fit in the department. I think he'll be great, and he's a good guy and very knowledgeable. So just wanted to share that. I've interviewed him and met him. So I'll make a motion to approve Anthony Lucchini for the hiring of the new division chief of the Bureau within the Stevens Point Fire Department as of...
Wait, he's not.
Assistant chief.
He's
Or
assistant chief.
What did I say?
Assistant Chief of EMS is the position we'd be
Oh,
filling.
yeah, I'm moving on. I'll make a motion to move forward with hiring Anthony Lucchini, hiring as the new Assistant Chief of EMS within the Stevens Point Fire Department,
Starting on November 3rd.
starting on November 3rd.
Second that.
All right, motion a second. Any other questions? Comments? All right, hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. On to number 3, discussion with possible action on moving forward with the hiring of a new division chief within the new division chief of the Bureau within the Stevens Point Fire Department.
As of right now, with the hiring process for the division chief of the Bureau, we did run an assessment center, and at this time, I would like to reopen the position back up for a period of time with the approval of the Police and Fire Commission. The timeline would look as follows. We would look at opening the position back up for the division chief of the Bureau yet this week. The closing date would be November 3rd. The assessment center would be the 17th, and the conditional offer would go out to follow. The start date for this individual then would be the next academy start date, which is going to be January 5th. With discussion on this, now I've given you the timeline. I would ask that in your motion today, you just give me the ability to reopen the position and not include that timeline, just in case we have to change the dates on the assessment center or tweak something as we go through the process. But what I would do is I would look at, again, opening it yet this week. We would run the The close would be November 7th, the assessment center the 17th of November. We'd put out that conditional offer, and I'd be bringing a name back in December, like I am this month for the Assistant Chief of EMS, so that they could start with the department pending, again, that process and completing everything through the department and the city for January 5th of 2026.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to reopen the position, the hiring of the new division chief of the bureau, effective immediately.
I'll second.
All right, a motion, a second. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Number 4, discussion with possible action related to Section 3.01, original appointment, police and fire chiefs of the Stevens Point Police and Fire Commission Administrative Rules and Procedures. So it's something that needs to be, that I think needs to be cleared up, and Candy has it highlighted here, of the original appointment of 3.01, highlighted in yellow. So it talks about interview panels may include local officials and community members. However, all interview panels shall be proctored by at least one commissioner. Last time we got together, we talked about the commissioners will not be part of those panels, and it's an administrative, that I want to clean this up. So down below with the asterisks,
Oh, we just have that. They don't have that.
what's that?
You have the asterisk, but they don't have that.
Oh, they don't have that. Okay. So what my proposal is for this to say is interview panels may include local officials and community members and may include a proctor at the commission's discretion. So basically it takes out that it shall be proctored by at least one commissioner. Otherwise it's the same.
And what'd you say, and may include a proctor?
Yep, interview panels may include local officials and community members, and may include a proctor
Well, we have to have a proctor. It's-
at the commission's discretion.
We pretty much always have to have a proctor, because someone's got to.
Well, I guess I'm leaving it open for the commission's discretion. I mean, if you have
Shall have a
someone to
proctor.
leave,
I think shall is better, because, right, because you still always have to have someone lead it, whether we're having,
sure, we can change it and shall include and strike the may.
yes, I like that.
All right. Good with that?
Yep.
Go
My
ahead.
understanding is then that shall have a proctor, and with a proctor being present, the discretion of who that proctor is the Police and Fire Commission then.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to just add on it, because that was ultimately something that I brought forward, and I know, John, you weren't here, and Chief Moody. Just from my past experience, working within the police agency, I've always felt that we had the opportunity to have a police chief or even a fire chief here, and we've never really utilized that and kind of left them out of the whole process. And I think it's important that we include both, whether it's for your position or not. You have that expertise on the ground, and I just think that's much better having one of you, or both you in this case, involved in that process.
And the commission agreed with that, the commissioners. Do you have any thoughts or anything you want to, because I know you weren't here last time, so. If
No.
you have nothing, you're,
No,
okay,
I've
we're
got
good.
nothing.
Well, I appreciate it, because working with Chief Kuso or working with you as the chief, I mean, being a fire chief or the police chief in the city of Stevens Point, I mean, we work hand in hand all the time in emergencies, and having that opportunity to see who that up-and-coming or potentially that new person is and having a say in it and sitting on that panel really means a lot from the fire department's perspective. So I do appreciate that opportunity.
All right, I'll make a motion to change. So I'm going to read the old, I'll read the new. The old interview panels may include local officials and community members. However, all interview panels shall be proctored by at least one commissioner. To change that to interview panels may include local officials and community members, and shall include a proctor, at the commission's discretion, period.
I'll second that.
All right, motion is second. Any other questions? Comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Number 5, consideration of motion to adjourn into closed session pursuant to Section 19.85, Sub 1, Sub C, and Sub E, Wisconsin statutes for the purpose of considering employment of any public employee over which the commission has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, and conducting specified business whenever competitive reasons require a closed session, which going to include interview candidates for the position of police chief and proceed to the next step of the hiring process. After we come out of closed session, the commission will not convene into open session after the closed session portion of the meeting. Candy, can we have a roll to go into closed, please?
Kirschling.
Yes.
Rozick.
Yes.
Pingle.
Yes.
Zenner.
Yes.
All right, and with that, we are in closed session.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.